So you,
Perfect.
oh, they send it to all of us? Oh, it enters the chat. So I just have to,
Once it's done, it automatically enters the chat and everybody who's in this has access to it.
I will edit out all of this technical coverage. Yeah. Before the university sees it, I will edit all of that out. All right, I'm gonna hit present in Teams and hopefully this will, you're about to present, present. Oh, and now my phone's ringing, which is also useful. All right, so let's see. There we go. Is the presentation there?
Yes, yes, looks great.
Okay. All right, y'all can come up and introduce yourself to get started. So.
Campus on a laptop? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what
It's
did
on the
you say?
laptop, so the
Rotate
camera
it?
can turn it how you need to.
Okay.
All right.
Why are you do that?
I said you said rotate it.
All right.
I'll put it here. Okay. So I'm Kaylin. I worked on the 3-day shipping libraries, and I'll be talking about the book traveling through different hubs with no holidays included.
I'm Bryant. I've worked on the Tuesday holiday from different hubs.
I'm Melanie. I worked on examining the 4-day delivery systems, and I'll be presenting about different hubs accounting for a Monday holiday.
I'm Parker, and I'll be focused on the Wednesday holiday, but I also did the 5-day libraries.
Excellent.
Hi, my name is Moore. I spent the beginning of this semester working on all the cases that are coming out of libraries with the 2-day delivery, and I'll be going over the cases where we're working within just one hub for today.
Okay, great.
So what we've done so far this semester is kind of map out our idealized model for what each scenario is going to look like. So we started with the local hub. Then we said, okay, what happens if we're going from one hub to another? What happens if we add in some holidays? And we tried to find the worst case scenarios for each of those situations in terms of what creates the highest wait time, and then how significant is that highest wait time? Is it just a one bad day per week we're getting, or are the averages kind of showing that's what we're expecting overall? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So here are my cases in the same hub with no holidays that we have to worry about. We use the following assumptions, which was that the day that the library patrons place the order is going to be day 0. We're not counting it as one of our delivery day wait times. And whatever day the order is placed, it's going to be too late that day to go out on that delivery. So the earliest it can go out is the next day. And we're also assuming that it's going to take one full day to leave the original library, get to the hub and be sorted, and then another full day to leave the hub and get delivered to the destination library.
That makes a lot of sense.
So here we're going to see each one of us has one of these kind of worst case tables. And what we're looking at here is, so for the top left corner, I have a 2-day out to 2-day in. That's a 5. That means if I looked at any day that I could order the materials from one library out of the whole week, 5 days is going to be my longest wait time. And so then we just have a combination of that for every scenario. You can see here with the red, the problem spots we find all have something to do with a library that only has a 2-day delivery. I have 3 different cases where I end up with the same 5-day wait time. So we have the 2-day in to 2-day, or I'm sorry, the 2-day out to do 2-day in, the 2-day out to the 4-day in, and then the 4-day out to the 2-day in, which makes sense to see the 4 in there with the 2 because it mirrors the 2 in some ways. Not having that Wednesday delivery day in there really kind of throws things off.
Okay.
So, and you can see I put a note down there about which days specifically are getting us those 5-day wait times if we're ordering. So you can see it's Tuesdays and Thursdays are the issue, which makes a lot of sense when we're working with the 2-day delivery model.
Mhm.
Because if I'm ordering on a Tuesday and Tuesday's my delivery day, it's gonna take until Thursday at the earliest to even get moving.
Mhm.
So that first Wednesday is gonna be just sitting around. And it's even worse when you order on a Thursday because it's gonna be sitting around Friday and Monday and nothing's happening with that one until Tuesday.
Right.
And then here we have an average wait time. So it's gonna be pretty similar to what we were looking at on the last slide. Just this is not specifically the worst. So we see the 2-day out to 2-day in is 4.2. And we had 5 as the worst case scenario on the previous slide. So it's looking like for that specific case of the 2-day out to 2-day in, 5 was not much of an outlier. I know we saw it twice. We probably saw some 4s in there as well. Maybe a 3, but 4 or 5 was probably the most common for that one. And we can see that, as we added more days, we're getting faster wait times. Patrons aren't having to consistently wait as long. So obviously that 5-day out to 5-day in model is going to be really nice. It gets us 2 business days. And even throwing in some combinations with the 3 and 4, we're getting pretty similar results. For those ones, it's really where we see the 2-day delivery libraries involved, that it is significantly longer than
Mhm.
any other scenarios.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then I just chose to highlight this, one of the worst case scenarios when we are ordering on a Tuesday between two-day shipping libraries, and just kind of show you how that maps out. So we said day 0, the order is placed. We're not counting that as one of our wait days. But we are counting the following day, Wednesday, where it just sits at the library waiting to be picked up for the delivery, which is going to come on Thursday. So that's going to arrive to the local hub. This one actually, I might have the wrong info up there because on where it says Friday and Monday, it doesn't go to hub 2 or hub 3. It just sits and waits. So that's just my bad. I have the wrong thing on the slide.
I
But
interpreted that as that's day 2 at the hub and day 3 at the hub. So
thank you for that.
Mhm,
I
mhm,
appreciate it. So yeah, it just sits at that same local hub Friday and Monday, and it just has to wait until Tuesday, when that second library is going to accept a delivery. So we get the materials 5 business days after they're ordered, and most of those days we're just sitting and waiting, and the materials are not even in transit or thinking about being in transit. They're just on hold.
right, right. And we love to have our materials being read and used. So yeah,
absolutely.
that's
we
very
do.
good.
That's the point, right? All right, so this is Kaylin.
Okay, so now we'll talk about the different hubs and no holidays. The assumptions are pretty much the same as what Moore has already said. The item is ordered too late to go out the same day. Order day is considered day 0. Book spend at least 1 day in each hub. Delivery and arrival at destination is considered 1 day.
Okay.
So looking at the worst case scenario for a book traveling through different hubs with no holiday, we found that it's between 2 libraries that use 2-day shipping. It was found the longest wait time would be 8 days for the patron that orders a book on Thursday. And as you can see by the chart with all the yellow, it pretty much always involves a 2-day shipping
Mhm.
area more than any other shipping type. And looking at the averages, once again, the average wait time is highest between libraries using 2-day shipping.
Mhm.
And as you can see, it comes to a total of 6 business days on average.
Mhm.
And higher wait time is also seen between 3-day shipping libraries and 2-day shipping libraries.
Hmm.
So an interesting case, I also just looked at the worst case scenario. If you look at the number of days it takes to ship from one 2-day library to another 2-day library, it comes to 8 days, as I previously mentioned. This occurs when the book is ordered too late for it to go out the same day on Thursday. The book then has to wait until the following Tuesday to make it to the local hub, where it will spend the full day. Then on Wednesday, it'll go to the Columbus hub and spend the full day. And then finally on Thursday, it'll make it to the hub local to its delivery location.
Mhm.
And that's already 5 days that they are waiting,
Mhm.
but they
Mhm.
still have to wait an additional 3 for it to actually be delivered on Tuesday, coming to 8 business days.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so then looking at different hubs with a Monday holiday, we went in this time with 6 assumptions. So the first being that the item is ordered too late to go out the same day. The order day would be day 0. The books spend at least 1 day in each hub. Delivery and arrival to the destination is 1 day. The 5th being Monday is a holiday, so hubs don't process, deliveries don't arrive or depart, and then Monday does not count as a business day. And finally, the patron can order on a holiday, but the materials wouldn't go out on Tuesday, and this is assuming that online ordering is possible.
Very good.
So for our worst case scenario, again, you can see that the highest wait time is between scenarios that involve 2-day libraries. So between 2-day shipping libraries, if an order is placed Thursday, then it would take 7 business days. And then between a 2-day and a 3-day shipping library, if an order is placed on Monday, then that would take 7 business days for it to arrive on Wednesday.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then in our table with the average wait time, again, we can see that the highest average is between 2-day shipping libraries, that being an average of 6 business days. And then the lowest average would be between 2 5-day shipping libraries. So there's a clear pattern that
Mhm.
2-day libraries are a problem.
Mhm.
So I chose to highlight a case between 2-day delivery systems, which is the worst possible wait time. So with the Monday holiday, that would be 7 days. So this is assuming that the order is placed on Thursday, and then it would be ordered too late for it to leave the home library on Thursday. So then it would arrive to the local hub on Tuesday, the Columbus hub on Wednesday, and then the destination hub on Thursday. And then by this point, the book has to wait 2 additional days so it can be delivered on Tuesday. So therefore, that took 7 business days.
Awesome. Now on to the Tuesday holiday case. Assumptions are almost the same. Except we got Tuesday holiday now instead of the Monday holiday. As for my worst case scenario, we have 2 day is 9 days. 2 to 3 is 8 days. It's just, but as we get closer to like the bottom right hand corner, we get the more like idealized like numbers like 5s. There's the worst case. There's like 6 that are between 4 and 4. But when we get to the averages though, we can see that 2 to 2 is a whole day worse on average than every other case that we have. Because like the 3 to 3 down for the right bottom right hand corner here is it's like all like 4s, like 4 days, 5 days. Not really going too far from there, but we see 7 days for 2 to 2 shipping. And to highlight that case of 2 to 2 shipping, the worst case there is order on a Thursday. We got to wait Friday and Monday, not getting in there yet. Usually finally gets into the hub, goes on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, we're waiting. Usually the holiday doesn't get delivered then, when it normally would. So we got to wait Wednesday, then we get finally delivered on that Thursday, 2 weeks after it's been ordered.
Mm.
All right, so now I'm gonna go over the Wednesday holiday.
Mhm.
Are you guys good to move? Enter.
Click somewhere else first.
There we go. Sorry about that.
No.
So our assumptions are all the same again. The only difference here is that Wednesday is the holiday. And we're also assuming that if they order on that holiday, then it won't go out until Thursday.
Right.
Software's not working again. There we go. All right. So for the worst case scenario, it happened once again between 2-day shipping libraries. And this worst case occurs when you ordered on that Wednesday holiday, actually. And the wait ended up being 9 days for it to be delivered. There's a difference between 5 days between the 2 to 2 day worst and the 5 to 5 day worst, which you can see between the 9 and the 4 on the top left and bottom right.
Mhm,
And we see that 2-day libraries continue to be a problem.
mhm.
For the averages, we found that the largest average wait time is 6.6 days, which is seen between the 2-day shipping libraries. And this is slightly lower from the 9 that we saw in the worst case, but it also does show a significant increase from the rest of them. And most of the worst averages are seen between those 2 and 3-day libraries.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna highlight the worst case. Brian also found one that was 9 days, but this was our only other example where we found a 9-day delivery, and it was when you ordered on that Wednesday holiday. So
Mhm.
then the next day it wouldn't be able to get sent off, and then we have to wait Friday and Monday because it's a 2-day library, and then Tuesday it would get sent, and then Wednesday would go to Columbus, Thursday would go to the hub local for delivery, and then you have to wait Friday and Monday once again, and it'll be delivered on the following Tuesday, which is 9 total days.
Hmm.
So in summary, we feel like all of the cases that we've tested have shown a strong case for why 2-day libraries are bad. And in the future, we just plan on running trials and testing the theories that we've come up with. Hopefully we get a list and see what libraries operate under what systems.
Yeah, yeah.
Any questions?
So yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday had the worst case scenarios in them. So if there were a holiday on a Thursday or Friday, though, we're not going to see those same kinds of delays.
We figured that the Thursday holiday would go like right in hand with the Tuesday holiday
Gotcha.
because of the 2-day being a Tuesday and Thursday. And then we
Gotcha.
assumed Friday would be very similar to Monday
To
as well.
Monday. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that it really doesn't help when the holidays fall in the middle of the week. It does kind of mess things up more than I would have thought. Okay. Okay. That's good. Was there anything that really surprised you guys going through this that you thought, wow, that doesn't make sense that it's happening that way, or that you thought, oh, it would be so much better if the system worked XYZ? It's okay if not, but I just wonder if you have anything out there. That's pretty one.
I'll add something. So it was actually highlighted on one of these, I think it was the Tuesday holiday, but no, it was the Monday holiday. I don't know if you noticed when we went through this, that we said, okay, the worst case scenario between two-day shipping libraries is going to be a 7-day wait time when there's a holiday that falls on, what do we say, a Monday.
Mhm.
That's actually 1 day less than if there was no holiday in the week because of how we're counting the business days.
Okay.
The actual time, it's still gonna take, this many calendar days, but I did think it was kind of funny that when we threw in a holiday, it actually shortened what we're counting as the wait time because we're only counting the business days.
Oh, that
Um,
is interesting. Mhm.
So that was fun. That happened a lot of the times when we had holidays. Anything
But-
else? Yeah. Did you?
No, I was just going to say that that really that actually provides a more fair outlook on the whole thing. I feel like too, because obviously holidays shouldn't count against the vendor in any way. You know, it's not their fault that nobody's open. So yeah, yeah, I like that.
We did with the holidays, the same as everything else. We were looking for where does this look the worst? So I don't know if it was a question on anybody's mind why we chose the specific day that we did for the holiday, because the holiday could have been where it has that week 3 where that 6 is. It just was, if the holiday was that day, it didn't shake out quite as badly. So we were looking to really emphasize what's creating the worst wait times.
Yeah, yeah, that makes good sense. Yeah. Okay.
About the rest of you, does anybody have anything else they want to add?
That's what Maura said.
They all stepped away from the camera and all shook their heads. That's what you're not seeing. All right.
All right. This is really helpful already, you guys. This is very, very helpful in framing the whole scenario for me in terms of what I can expect. So I really appreciate this work so far. I'll be quiet in case the other math professors had questions they wanted to ask.
Anybody else have questions they want to ask? I'm going to turn the camera. You can't all disappear from the camera during a virtual meeting. So, any, whoops. So we have the manifest. Do you want me to help here since I'm supposed to be directing you, or do you all want to say something? Oh,
Could you repeat
too-
the question?
Too easily hand off the reins. Okay, so Wendy has provided us the manifests for the other 5 hubs. Thank you for that. We're going to go through and clean those up and get them into a form that we can organize which libraries deliver on which days out of which hubs, so we can start to do some quality control. Pick out places that we could send book or ask libraries to send books to. So
Oh, did you get muted? I lost sound. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
let's try it. Let's
There we go.
see.
Gotcha.
Jack?
Yes, yes. Okay.
All right, cool, cool. So we'll try to like change the manifest so that they're in a form that we can figure out potential testing there. We actually had an alumni come out of the woodwork that works for Procter & Gamble in quality control. So I'm thinking we might meet with him for some advice on sampling large data sets and quality control. Like literally out of the blue, what, last month, like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago or something?
And he explicitly said he wants to help mentor students. And
Yeah.
so
He was like, do you have a research project I could give them advice on? So I think we're going to call him.
I love it. Awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about setting up a meeting with him for like quality control and sampling on that. So
Awesome,
while we're cleaning things up so that we can make like reasonable routes that would test various hubs and all. So that sound reasonable, guys?
Absolutely.
Yes, so absolutely. They all agreed because it's pass fail. So yeah. Yes. All right. Anything else? Any other questions?
Are there any more specific days where patrons order more than, say, people tended to order more on Sunday or tended to order on
That's a great
Saturday?
question.
I mean,
That's we'll check the data for that. So we may ask, the question is there days the library is aware of more people order books on Monday or something like that? And we
Oh.
didn't ask for that data. So I'll type something up. We'll talk about it and I'll type something up on
Okay.
that.
Okay. I think I can get something for you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds great. Cool. Anything else? All right, I asked him all my hard questions on Monday, so I'm not going to embarrass him here. But anything else?
I really appreciate this. You guys have done great work so far. This is really, really helpful. And yeah, this is really helping me frame where we need to go with this service. And there's room for improvement. So I appreciate you all.
I can send you the PowerPoint that we have so far too. You're all okay with sharing the PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll send you the PowerPoint so you've got it too. All right.
Great. Awesome. All right. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Oh, let me try and get before you close
yes.
everything up. I'm going to see if we can get that recording. Can you hit stop recording?
Oh, what a great plan.
Yeah. That is good.